Title: The Whispering Woods. In a quiet, forgotten village nestled between ancient trees, there stood a forest that locals dared not enter after dark. The Whispering Woods, they called it, for it was said that the trees held secrets, and the wind carried their haunting murmurs. One moonless night, as a chill settled in the air, young Emma ventured into the forbidden woods, driven by a dare from her friends. Armed with only a feeble flashlight, she pressed forward, ignoring the rustling leaves and the eerie feeling that she was being watched. Deeper she went, the trees closing in, their branches forming gnarled fingers that reached out to her. Shadows danced, flickering in her trembling light, and the distant echoes of laughter seemed to mock her. Panic clutched her heart, but pride kept her feet moving. Suddenly, a voice emerged from the darkness, chilling her to the bone. "Emma," it hissed, "you should not have come." Emma froze. The voice was guttural, ancient, and seemed to come from all directions. She tried to flee, but the path behind her had vanished. Panic consumed her as she stumbled blindly through the dense underbrush. With each step, the whispers grew louder, murmuring twisted tales of lost souls and vengeful spirits. She could feel unseen eyes upon her, and the air grew thick with an oppressive malevolence. Desperation clawed at her throat. As the night wore on, Emma's flashlight flickered, its feeble glow barely penetrating the suffocating darkness. She stumbled upon a clearing where a dilapidated cottage stood, its timbers groaning in the wind. It seemed to beckon, offering a sliver of hope. She cautiously entered, the creaking floorboards echoing her fear. Inside, she found a journal, its pages yellowed with age. It spoke of the Whispering Woods, of a curse that bound the souls of those who dared trespass. Emma's hands trembled as she read of a way to break the curse. Armed with newfound knowledge, she set out to find the heart of the woods, guided by an unsettling energy that pulsed through the ancient trees. The ground grew treacherous, roots snaking like serpents, but determination drove her forward. Finally, she reached a gnarled tree, its trunk marked with ancient symbols. With trembling hands, she followed the instructions from the journal, reciting incantations that seemed to awaken the very soul of the forest. The ground trembled beneath her, and a deafening roar filled the air. In a blinding flash of light, the curse shattered, releasing a cacophony of anguished cries. The forest seemed to convulse, the trees contorting and writhing as if in pain. Emma shielded her eyes, praying for deliverance. When the light subsided, she found herself standing in the midst of a transformed woods. The trees now stood tall and straight, their leaves shimmering with renewed life. The air was clear, and a sense of peace settled over the land. As she turned to leave, a gentle breeze brushed against her cheek, carrying with it a whisper, soft and tender. "Thank you, Emma," it sighed. And then the woods fell silent. With a heart full of gratitude and awe, Emma stepped out of the Whispering Woods, forever changed by the night's harrowing ordeal, knowing that sometimes to conquer fear, one must face the deepest, darkest unknown.